Ba-da-da-da. Hey, welcome to our newest podcast. And yeah, if YouTube has taught us anything, is when you try something new, you'll fail completely. So I'm gonna fail with one of my best friends, James Legend.
YouTube
And
has taught me a bunch.
what's that?
YouTube has taught me a bunch. Anytime I need something, I need to know something, I just YouTube it.
Yeah, I'm a YouTube fucking whore. But the thing is, like, if you do something different, they're like, "How dare you do something different?" So this is just going to be our podcast where we just talk about whatever, and it might fail miserably. So
Probably
I
will.
see our subscribers going down completely. So yeah, but we'll start with some pro wrestling.
If my life has taught me anything, it's that we will fail miserably.
Yeah. Well, the other day I was reviewing Payback. And I think Mr. 1990 said it best. You might fail, but you won't fail as bad as a House of Horrors match. And you know what? That was like the most motivating thing I've ever read in a YouTube comment section.
I watched that video, and I was actually going to make the motivational poster out of it.
You should have. Matter of fact, because first off, you know, I got a new place. It's echoey on your side. I got a new place, and I didn't know, like, I lived like a psychopath without my ex. And what you call it? One, I just had a mat and a pile of books. That's all I had. I had a mat and a pile of books, and like I had that for like 4 months. And my friends came over and they're like, "Dude, did you just move in this weekend?" I'm like, "Nope, been here for months." And they're like, "Yeah, you live like a fucking psychopath. You know you're not in prison, right?" So, like, all my friends started giving me furniture. So now I have a table, I have a shelf, I have a desk, I have a computer. Just because, like, not because I wanted it. My friends were just like, "Dude, human beings are not supposed to live with a mat and books." So, like, now, like, my friend came back in. He's like, "Well, it kind of looks like a house." And I was like, "Cool, that's awesome." And he's like, "But you have to put something on your walls." I'm like, "I have to?" He's like, "Yeah, only so." So, like, now that I got my own place, I figured this out. I am a fucking psychopath. Because I just had, dude, a mat and a pile of books. A mat and a pile of books is good enough for me. It is literally good enough for me. I'm like, dude, I got a pile of books. I got a mat. This is the greatest fucking place ever. And then my friends came over and they're all judgy. You know, like, you have to have furniture and you have to put stuff up on your walls. Do you really have to? I mean, is that the rules? But I think you should put the motivational poster. I'll put it right there.
I mean, to be fair, I've known you for a lot longer than most.
Yeah. Well,
so I already knew you were a psychopath.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people know I'm crazy, but the more you know me, the more you're like, "Holy shit, no, you're really fucking crazy." And on top of that, we should see if we have any live comments. But no, on top of that, I have new friends that never knew I was fat.
Live comments as well, or just you?
I don't matter. Yeah, we could do live comments together.
I don't know. I don't know if I can see them or not.
You have to actually go to the video. And then that's how you see them. YouTube's not very convenient. Either that, or I just don't know how it works.
I was going to click stuff, but I don't want to break anything.
Yeah. So Robert Kofi and Andy Paps are in the chat. We'll get to you in a second. But yeah, like, I didn't know. And dude, first off, my new friends have no idea I was fat. Like, they go on Facebook and they're like, "Holy shit, you used to be really fat." I'm like, "I know, I lost 70 pounds in 1 year." And like, the numbers don't matter. They're just a picture. They're like, "Dude, you used to be really fat." I'm like, "I fucking know. No, you used to be really fat. I get it." And then on top of that, like, I'm trying to find inner peace. So, like, my friends are like, "I can't believe that you would ever be angry. I can't believe that people think you're angry." And I just want them to meet James Legend. Like, I want them, because you've lived with me, you've known how fucking crazy and angry I could be. And, like, none of my new friends believe that. They're like, "Oh, no, Dave's in search of inner peace. He's the kindest, nicest person in the world." And I just think of you. I'm like, you should just come. What's that?
Here's the thing they don't understand. You're searching for inner peace now.
Yeah, but
what is the reason you're searching for inner peace? Because you were a fucking psycho in America.
Yeah,
you were the American psycho.
Yeah, and like, I don't think my new friends know that. So I have to get you on board. You have to come to Japan and meet my new friends, because they just won't believe you. They're like, "No, Dave never gets angry. Dave's so peaceful."
I have to come to Japan just to prove that I exist.
Well, not even that you have to prove that you exist.
I swear.
Because, like, sometimes I'll be like, sometimes I'll tell my new friends, I'm like, "Dude, you know, I used to be an angry person. I used to get angry all the time." And they're like, "Not you, Dave. You're the kindest, sweetest person I've ever met." And I just remember just Dude, there was a time where me and James, we worked together, and I was a lot wealthier and more of a dick back then. And I would literally, one of James Legend's fucking jobs program was, and like, I don't know if you told people, but like one of your main responsibilities was, I don't like to talk to people too long. So if you see someone talking to me too long, you cut them off and you continue the conversation.
Right. Or I would also, I would intercept hugs and handshakes.
Yes. People, yeah, I'm not a big hugger and handshake guy. But in wrestling, you have to handshake all the fucking time. So it's awkward. But like, yeah, fucking hugs and shit. Like, no, you don't hug. Unless we're going to fuck, you don't hug. That's the rule. You know, but now, you know.
I mean, that's actually true because I've hugged you and we had fun. So,
2 minutes in and we got it there. So.
He's 5 for 5 on hugs.
Let's go with live comments. We do have some topics, and we're going to talk a lot of Brawl USA, but we're making a live chat. We're going to have a nerdy. This podcast is going to be called Somewhere Out There because of American Tail when we're separated, me and James. By the way, we're as close to gay as you could possibly get without having sex.
In America now.
Yeah. We could get married now in America. Can you make chicken? That's the big thing. Dude, I had a girl on Twitter say she can make chicken. And I was like, bitch, I'll marry you. I'm not fucking scared. I am not scared to get married if you can make chicken. That's my goal. But but American Tail, was it American Tail? Or American?
What this podcast was if you were wiretapping our phone conversations. And just listening to our phone conversations. That's what this podcast is.
Here's the thing, I love podcasting, hanging out with friends and answering shit in a live chat. I just don't really enjoy watching pro wrestling as much as I used to. And here's the crazy part. I had off this week. I totally forgot about Monday Night Raw. Totally. Like, someone's like, yeah, you're off this week. Why don't you review Raw? And I was like, holy shit, Raw's on today? I forgot that Raw's on Monday nights. That's not a good sign. And I'm also thinking about, like, down in the comments below. We know we're going to lose a lot of subscribers because we're doing something different. But down in the comments below, are you cool with us still doing wrestling, but just adding other bullshit on where we just talk about whatever? Just because, dude, there's a lot of wrestling. Like, it's not even that it's bad. It's just there's a lot. And I got shit to do. I ran for the first time today and forever. So I'm on my way. Improve.
Oh, is that a joke at me because I'm in a wheelchair and I can't run?
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. That wasn't, but that's hilarious. I forgot to call you Hot Wheels. There's a kid in my next book that is in a wheelchair, and we call him Hot Wheels. I'm going to say it's based on you.
Well, then I want money for it.
Well, calm down, Ralph Mosca. Anyway, Robert Coffey says, hey, Dave, how are things? Pretty good, actually. Like, my life went to shit, and then I bounced back, and then I'm like, a lot of shit that I thought was important isn't important, so that's cool. And James, how you doing? How you doing?
You sounded confused about it.
Well, because, like, no, my life is absolutely horrible compared to what it was a year, but I'm okay with it. I'm at peace with it.
My life is pretty average. I don't know. I get sick a lot. I kind of hang out in my house a lot. Work on BRAWL stuff a lot now.
Well, I think one of us have to be sick at all times because I was super sick, and then you were healthy, and now I'm healthy and you're super sick. There's no way both of us can be healthy at the same time. The world can't handle that.
Yeah. So,
Andy Pap says, hey, guys, what's up? New podcast. Hope you like it. It's more of a chilling the fuck out podcast. We don't know what the fuck we're doing, but hey, have you guys seen Robert Coffey asks, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2 yet? Is it a good film and not as good as the first
one? Not out
one?
yet.
I haven't seen it because it's not out in Japan yet. Is it out in America?
It's not out in America either yet.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm actually going to see Guardians of the Galaxy. Dude, I saw, and we'll talk about this, Ghost in the Shell. I saw Ghost in the Shell. I seen Kong. Dude, I've been going to movies theaters a lot more. And here's the crazy part.
I don't go to the movie theaters a lot. It's more of a hassle than it is worth anything.
Really, dude? Like, here, I'm in fucking bizarro world. I go to the movie theaters because I'm too lazy to download. Like I could download, but I don't know. Fuck it, I'll just pay full price. Plus, here we have 4D, so it's like not only are you going out and watching a big screen, it's like a fucking like little roller coaster ride and shit.
There's some movie theaters that have 4D around here.
But here's the thing: I met Swift. Swift went on his honeymoon here, and I was describing 4D like it was the most amazing thing in the world, and only Japan had it. And he's like, "Yeah, we have 4D in Spring Hill, Dave." And I was like, "All right, well, I'm glad I talked about 4D like it was the greatest thing in the world, and you had it in your neighborhood."
Spring Hill and Japan are on the same map.
But yeah, no, I've been going into movie theaters because 4D, and I don't know, I'm just too lazy to download. Like it's like I'm in Bizarro world. I'm like, I could download. Like even this, I bought like a hard drive, and I just gave it to my boss, and my boss is like, I'll put tons of TV shows on it and shit. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I don't know, like.
But I'm gonna see Guardians of the Galaxy too because the first one was amazing. I love the comics.
Movies that I go see, but like I don't have cable. So that plays a big
I don't even have a television, dude.
That has a big factor in it too because I don't see trailers, so I never know what's even in the movie theater. I don't pay attention. You know what I mean? Like,
well, my thing is it's Facebook and YouTube. If it wasn't for Facebook and YouTube, I wouldn't know any of this shit's out. But man, it's a great time to be a superhero fan. Yeah, but I love Guardians of the Galaxy, and I can't wait to see part 2. I love part 1. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to finish another novel. First draft, and I said if I finish it, I'm gonna watch Guardians of the Galaxy again. Like that's like my reward. Like that's my Barry Horowitz.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comic book stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's almost cool.
Oh, dude, it's such a great time to be a nerd. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's not even like a bad thing anymore.
No, it's absolutely awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. Did you guys hear Billy Corgan bought the NWA? Yes, and I wish him nothing but the best of luck. Matter of fact, I did 5 news stories pre-recorded so Jerry can edit shit, and that was one of the stories. But I don't know if Jerry's really going to do it. What's the over-under? Jerry picked 5 stories. I did like pre-recorded shit, and he's going to edit it, and then we're going to do a news story like, SourceFed. We're going to do like a lot of content. We're just trying to figure out the best way to make content with the little we have, little time that I have, at the time he has. And like we decided we're going to do like 5 news stories a day, and he's going to edit them. And I did it. What are the odds that they come out? Be honest.
They probably aren't.
Yeah. I hope the NWA does great. I was a huge fan of it. They have to. This is the key of it. You can watch it later if it ever comes out. But here's the thing. I'd probably be like, watch the video later, but it's in Jerry's hands, so the video may never come out. Yeah. But I think it's like you need 2 things. One, anyone that joins the NWA has to be held to a watchable standard online. And you have to have a network, and you have to have it watchable standard. The second part is the NWA has to actually do things. Like they have to promote. There should be a national TV show. There should be an online network, and I know there is, but there's just so much they have to do. But yeah, I went into it in a video that probably you'll never see. How shitty will that be? Dude, it took me like 45 minutes to do those videos. Dude, I am so much better live. Because like you live and you fuck up, you're like, hee. But if you're not live and you fuck up, you're like, oh, should I start over? Should I not start over? Dude, I'm a live person, man. I like messing up and just being like, roll with it.
I don't know what the point of buying the NWA was, though. I feel like it's kind of a dead property. Why wouldn't you?
But you could save it. It's got history.
Yeah, but why not just invest that money into a new property?
Well, maybe that's what he's doing. I mean, that's what WCW did. That's what ECW did. That's what TNA did. I'm literally fucking giving everything I said in a podcast in this podcast.
No, I mean, not even that, but you just named the 3 companies that failed.
Yeah, but they used NWA to springboard it.
Yeah, to springboard into failure.
Well, I mean, eventually they failed, but they had their moment in the sun.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Mikkel.
Maybe I'm bitter because he didn't invest in BRAWL.
Did you ask him? You really missed the boat on that one. You should be like, hey, Smashing Pumpkins, you're hanging out at Denny's too?
I know, I should have wrote him an email. Like, dear Mr. Pumpkins.
Dude, I have no idea about music. Is Smashing Pumpkins any good?
I mean, they used to be.
All right, well, that's good. Like Sublime good? I love Sublime. Dude, that's like the only band I know. Sublime, Eminem, MC Hammer.
You're like Baha Men good? Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Nobody likes the Baha Men.
Are they the dudes that sang Who Let the Dogs Out?
Yes.
Fuck it. I only know bad music. No, I love Sublime, though. This is a tough one. Which one do you prefer, Marvel or DC? Hands down, Marvel. Hands down, like by a lot. But here's the thing. I love Marvel with all my fucking heart, and I would die for Marvel. but I don't hate DC as much as people think I do. I like Batman, Flash, Arrow.
Spider-Man almost on your groin.
I do. I have a tattoo. Dude, I want to get more tattoos because my ex was like, oh, don't get tattoos. I'm like, bitch, you're not here. I'm fucking skinny and I'm getting fucking tattoos.
You know how close to your groin Spider-Man is tattooed?
It's about a hand. It's about a hand away. Well, like here's the thing: if I was in porn, if I was in porn and someone was giving me a BJ, there's no way you can hide Spider-Man. It reminds me of The Simpsons. Yeah. Are we gonna have copyright issues here? Because the original thing was like Spider-Man. Let's see. I can't do it. Yeah. But Spider-Man's like right there on my hip, and the idea was I was gonna have a whole Marvel universe with Ninja Turtles and shit. Just not Marvel, but just my favorite comic book guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like I was gonna do it, and it started with Spider-Man and go all the way down my leg. So it was gonna be like a superhero tattoo pants. Yeah. The problem is, I just stopped. So, Boom Boom's joining. Boom, you're not even fucking allowed in this. Jesus Christ.
First time caller, long time listener.
Boom, she didn't even like this idea for the podcast, and then you jump in, you fucking dick. Booms is like...
No, just want to say hey.
Hey, what's up, brother? How have you been, man?
No, I've been fine.
All right. Booms, did you just jump in here so that you can fucking jump in on this and be like, yeah, the new podcast is amazing. I'm glad I fucking carried it to the next level.
That was awkward.
Yeah, no. Seriously, how you guys doing?
Not too bad. We're just fucking shooting the shit, reading live comments. Hey, Booms, this is everything you hate. We have James Legend. We're talking about nerdy shit, live comments, and you're like, you know what? I hate everything about this podcast. Let me jump in.
No, I just had a couple of minutes of free time. I'm about to go hit the gym in just a minute. Figured I'd just drop in and say, hey, I caught the whole news about the NWA, which I hope Corgan can turn it around because, right, frankly, I feel it's like a big scam job because the guy who was in charge, Thorpe, I believe the guy's name was, he was a businessman / lawyer out of Texas, so they were strike 1 and 2 right there. His business model was just kind of licensing out the name NWA.
Yeah, but that's been a business model for a while.
Yeah,
I feel like the NWA was a scam for a long time.
Oh, that's all it was. And the reason why it has suffered is because they never updated their business model. Once they hit about the 90s, they really went, they completely just dropped downhill. When Shane Douglas tossed down that NWA World Heavyweight Championship, that was the nail in the coffin for that promotion, in my opinion, because they never updated their business model. With the internet, with the way the world is now, it's not that huge of a deal. The NWA champion come to your territory, so the hell what? I can find the guy on the internet. I can watch him. It's a big scam job. First of all, you have to pay money to be in the NWA. Then you got to pay for the NWA champion to come to your promotion, and the NWA champion gets a percentage of the gate.
Yeah, well, here's the thing too. Like, go ahead, James.
Yeah, it's not a benefit as a promoter. If I'm paying, not only do you pay for the licensing of NWA, you pay monthly dues, I believe, as well. Like you pay dues. So like
it's an NWA dojo or gym.
No, it's just like you pay. You pay every month. I think you pay monthly to use the name NWA. So if I'm paying for that and I'm paying for admission into the NWA, and now I have to pay for an NWA champion that more than likely nobody in my territory gives a shit about because they don't know who he is. You know what I mean? Like it's just there's no benefit to it.
Yeah, and they have to try to make some benefit to it. But yeah, first off, I already did a podcast that's coming out in the future of this, but it's probably not going to come out, so I might as well just talk about it now. But they have to make a benefit for each other. You know what I mean? You can't just fucking do it. And as far as the NWA, I think older fans like us absolutely love it, but I don't think younger fans know what the fuck the NWA is. And here's the saddest part. When I was doing the podcast, which probably never come out because Jerry's in charge of that, when I was doing the NWA podcast that won't come out, we'll see. Booms, what do you think? Percentage, number-wise. James, you first. Percentage-wise, that podcast comes out.
I'm saying a low 10%.
Low 10%. Booms, percentage.
Percentage-wise, I would say about 25% chance that actually comes out.
All right. So here's the thing. I am a huge NWA fan. I absolutely loved the NWA back in the day. And, you know, me, Wrestling Ranted, Booms, even maybe James. James is a little bit younger than us old men. But NWA was a big fucking deal. I literally, during the podcast, had to Google who the champion was.
Is it still Tim Storm?
Crazy. It's still Tim Storm, allegedly. Unless they just don't update the site.
I met Tim Storm about 10 years ago. Nice guy, classy guy. I'm actually happy for him. He's a really good guy. But I think the problem with the NWAs, even NWA defenders. Now, I remember, Koco, remember that show you did, essentially, you criticizing the NWA, and you had all these NWA guys just finally come out of the woodwork to criticize your critique of the NWA. I think one of the biggest problems with the NWA is even their most hardcore defenders, when they start defending the NWA, what do they say? They always say, well, look back, and they start naming, they'll start talking about Harley Race. They'll talk about Dusty Rhodes. They'll talk about Ric Flair. When's the last time they've ever gone back and talked about, Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, Cahagas, Blue
It's Cahagas, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, so when the hardcore NWA defenders are defending NWA, they go way back. They go about like 30, 40 years. They don't talk about anything within the last 10 to 15. And to me, I think that's a problem. Exactly. I mean,
yeah.
The best
we just have to recap
the
it.
best way to get somebody to defend a product is to bash it. Obviously, like people don't give a shit about the NWA until somebody's talking bad about the NWA, and then they want to, save their memories. And again, their memories are the older times. They're nobody is following the NWA. They're like TNA fans.
Yeah,
They're gonna blindly support something just because it's there.
Yeah, I didn't even know fucking. Yeah, I didn't even know there was an NWA in Florida. Did you know that? Like the FPWA guys are in NWA Florida now.
Yeah, it was NWA Florida. I think there was NWA Anarchy. NWA.
Oh, there's a lot of them. None of them leave. None of them leave.
I think there's two NWA Floridas. There's NWA Florida and there's NWA FUW. I don't know.
I think both of them are kicked out. Because I went to the podcast. I went to the website today. I think Vendetta and all of them are the only ones. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I went to the website to do research while I was doing this podcast that probably will never come out.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry better, mate. Dude, he's like, I'm going to do graphics, intros. Dude, pre-recorded fucking podcasts suck balls. There, I said it. I
had a guy who wanted to invest in BRAWL, and one of the first things he said was he wanted to get an NWA affiliate, so we would be like NWA BRAWL, and I just stopped talking to him.
Like, that's it. I'm done.
I was like, you can open your wallet all you want. I don't believe you now.
Here's an idea here. Let's try to save the NWA. If all three of us could put our heads together and save the NWA, my idea would be we have the National Wrestling Alliance. We have we get a network. We have at least let's just start off small. We have a weekly 1-hour TV show, and we feature all the best talent from the NWA. You defend the tag team championships, the junior weight championship, the heavyweight championship, the women's championship, all on there. And basically we use and then when we travel around, we would go to the individual promotions around the United States. Go to, one, like you said, we'll go to one of the Florida promotions. Then the next week we go to maybe shoot some TV tapings there. And then the next month or whatever, go to NWA Hollywood, shoot some tapings there, and kind of keep things going. And we use the NWA, all the other little promotions affiliated with it, is like a feeder league. You get a really hot talent, boom, they go up to the main roster on that show. Somebody gets, they're not very good or they get stale, boom, you just take them off TV, send them down to all these little promotions to kind of build up buzz for them and kind of build up everything.
Yeah, but then you're running it like WWE and not like the NWA. What you got to do is just have the champion that tours around. You have the fucking internationals. You have the, international free show, an hour show, and then everyone else has their own TV shows, which you make your own network like BRAWL, and from there the champion goes around, and that's the only person that goes around, and everyone else has their own individual champions. And then so you have it where the champion is a big deal, and then the individuals, because if you have it where they come up like NXT and shit, then it's like you're not really the NWA. Then it's just You know what I mean? You're setting yourself up for WCW, TNA, ECW repeat. But you just have the champion mean something. So you pick someone that has a big name that can promote himself. I'm just pulling Colt Cabana out of my ass. But you put the title on Colt Cabana, you know, he has a podcast, big name, can promote himself. And then you have local champions. There's NWA Florida, whatever. And you got to leave America. NWA only in America sounds ridiculous. But, yeah, and then that's it. And then you come to the big events. You can work with New Japan and all that. And then you make like a 1-hour show. But you use content from everywhere, and you just focus on the champion. And that's it. And then, you know, you have to have, and I've said this, I'm repeating myself, but the promotions have to be at a certain level, and the NWA has to actually help those promotions. So it can't be just a fucking money grab anymore. It has to actually, you have to actually do work. Mr. Pumpkins, you have to do work.
Shouldn't some of the dues that you're paying be used to bring the champion to your promotion, or like so that the promotion doesn't have to pay out for the dues and the travel and the champion?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. This thing, if you pay dues, I think if you pay dues into the NWA, whoever the world champion is right now, Tim Storm, he should come to your promotion twice a year on NWA's dime.
Right. There should be no reason that you have to pay out dues and pay for the champion.
No,
especially if having the champion at your event is mandatory.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be a scam. They should help each other. But then at the same time, the shows should be presentable. And the thing is, they don't have to have big crowds because it's going to be hard to get big crowds. But it has to look presentable. You know, and James, you know this. 100 people looks amazing in a smaller building compared to a big building with 100 people. So you just have you got to match up.
I've posted some footage on YouTube on the Brawl site, and you know, we have the network now. But like, if you look at our last event, we probably only had 75 to 100 people, but the venue was small enough where it looked full, and it looked, you know what I mean? And if you're putting on a good show and 75 people are making noise, it's way better than 300 people that are sitting on their hands.
Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely. Because not only that, but like my last show that I ever promoted, we had 600 paid. But the building was fucking humongous, and it looked like no one was there. Like, when I went to the back, I was like, oh, man. Like, I was just apologizing. I just walked in. I'm like, yeah, dude, sorry we fucking failed. I said, what are you talking about? You had 600 paid. I was like, where the fuck were they?
Yeah.
It's a giant fucking building. It's like, all right, cool. Peace out. Thanks for the money. So, but yeah. Anyway, we're going to talk about whatever, so I'm going to continue on. What do you prefer, Marvel or DC? I'm a Marvel guy, but I do love DC too, but I'm more of a Marvel guy.
I've been reading comics a lot lately. I've actually been reading a lot of comics, and it's a mixed bag. I read pretty much a little bit of everything, Marvel, DC. I read a couple of independent comics right now. So, I mean, I guess that made me sound like a hipster.
I guess, but if you had to choose, gun to your head, Marvel or DC? Because I'm like Marvel all the way. Like, let's put it this way. I will get Marvel characters tattooed on me, almost all of them. But DC, I'd have to be, like, really picky. I think, well, the thing is, too, like, Marvel is better at telling stories. Marvel has the better heroes. DC has the better logos. Marvel has the better television and Netflix. Movies and Netflix. And DC has the better television.
I think DC has the better villains.
Yeah, I could see that. But Batman, you take away the Batman villains. Batman has a lot of great villains.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll give DC the villains. DC has better villains, but it's closer than people think. Because Batman's roster of villains is pretty fucking amazing. You know what I mean?
He's also got a shit bag of villains as well.
Like, if Superman wasn't there, I'd probably like DC more. I just really am anti-Superman. He's not a hero. I argue with this because I go to gym with my fucking buddy, and we argue this all the time. Superman's not a hero. He's not. There's no fucking risk. There's no challenge. Ooh, you might fucking find the most rare green rock ever. Motherfucker can't beat Lex Luthor? Come on, dude. A local goddamn police officer can just arrest Lex Luthor. This motherfucker gets outsmarted by him every day. Fuck Superman. That's why I hate DC. I think the fact that I like Marvel is because of my hatred for Superman. Fuck Superman. He's not a hero. Not once is he ever at risk. Dude, and not only that, but everyone in his fucking family is cooler. Supergirl, way fucking cooler. His dad, it doesn't matter what dad it is. It could be fucking any of the Robin Hood's dads. His mom is way cool. And Superman's he's the John Cena of fucking comic books. It's fucking horrible. Fuck Superman. And I think that's it. My hatred of Superman is why I love Marvel.
I'm going to try something for a second here.
All right.
And that is can you see my screen?
Yes.
That is a Batman villain.
Nice. What's his name? Pencilhead?
That's the Eraser.
Dude, that's fucking. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
So I mean, and for hold on, how do I get out of screen right now? Okay. And his description is he's a professional at covering the tracks of other crimes. For a 20% cut, the Eraser will quote unquote erase the evidence of another crime.
You know what? That's so horrible. It's a genius. I'm fucking on board.
Batman has a shitload of bad. I'm looking at a list of them, and just like a bad list of villains. But he also has the most iconic: Joker, Two-Face, Penguin, Riddler. You know what I mean? Like he's got. Yeah.
Don't discount
Batman. I'm not even a Batman fan, and I was able. You know what I mean? Like I could list.
I love Batman because Batman's a real fucking hero, unlike fucking Superman.
I'll tell you right now why I don't like Batman. Because reading the comics, you get more inner monologue with Batman than you do conversation.
Batman. I don't know. The Batman nacho scene fucking YouTube makes me. Whenever I'm like really sad and depressed, I'll watch the Batman fucking nachos. Just YouTube Batman nachos. It's like 6 seconds long. It's like Batman doesn't eat nachos. And if you don't laugh at that and that doesn't cheer you up, I don't know if we could be friends. Because like no matter what, I'll like lose my job, lose my house, lose my fortune, and I'll be like, Batman doesn't eat nachos.
Well, you just got really real.
I did.
And like you slipped it in though. You didn't want anybody to know it was real, but
yeah, well, you know what? Life sucks sometimes, kids. But yeah, I'm a Marvel guy. Marvel or DC?
At this point right now, I would actually say I prefer Image because my favorite comic book series is from Image right now, and they're about to end it. So I'm going to give Image the nod. Invincible.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got to get more comics, but the thing is, like, I live in Japan, and like I gotta find a Netflix of comics. That's it, because I want to pay for them, but at the same time, like, make it fucking easy. Don't be like, it's $12 fucking for fucking half an issue to send to Japan. Like, no, just take my $9.99 and give me everything. That's it.
Yeah, Amazon Unlimited has comic books, and so does like Marvel now has a subscription.
Really?
Series.
That's I think cool. So. I might fucking look into that then.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's the best superhero movie and the worst one in your opinion? It's hard for me to say the worst because I love superhero movies. Did Boom Boom just leave? Boom's like, fuck you guys. You ain't talking NWA? I'm out. Fucking best superhero movie and worst superhero movie? Best. I don't know. Like I'm a Marvel guy and I love all the Marvels, but Batman with Heath Ledger as the Joker, that one. Yeah. That one's fucking awesome. I like V for Vendetta.
Is that a superhero movie?
This is a vigilante, so it counts.
All right.
I don't know. I love superhero movies, but the Batman one with Heath Ledger's Joker is probably the best. The worst, I don't know, because even bad superhero movies I love.
Yeah, but Green Lantern was pretty bad.
Yeah, but I still liked it.
Would you call the Super Mario Brothers a superhero movie? He's a hero.
Yeah, he's a hero. He's super.
That movie was fucking terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. And a lot of people give Ben Affleck's Daredevil shit. Oh, the Ghost Riders, just because they're long. The Ghost Riders might be the worst. They're fucking long.
I honestly hate the Ben Affleck Daredevil. Like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
No, I like it. Dude, here's the thing. It has one of the best scenes ever in a superhero flick that gets fucking completely thrown under the bus. And second, if you just edit an hour off that movie, or maybe 40 minutes off that movie, it's a really good movie. It's a really good movie with a lot of bad scenes. But it's one of my favorite fucking scenes ever. He's in the fucking building, and the kid looks at him, and he's like, I'm paraphrasing here because I haven't seen it in a long time. He's like, you're not the good guy, you're the bad guy. And then Ben Affleck's like, holy fuck, am I? That's like one of the best fucking scenes ever. Yeah, fuck it. I love Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck's my fucking man crush, dude. If loving Ben Affleck is wrong, I don't want to be right. I love fucking Ben Affleck. Context is everything. No, fuck it. No, Ben Affleck is awesome. But yeah, so
there's not really anything bad. Like I said, Green Lantern.
Fantastic Four wasn't too bad. I mean, they're not good, but
which one?
I don't know. I'm more forgiving about superhero movies because the thing is, as a little kid, you dreamed of this. Like this, straight up. Now all these movies coming out, Guardians of the Galaxy. This is like what I fucking dreamed about as a kid. So like, it's hard to fucking like. It would be like if pro wrestling wasn't on television, and then all of a sudden the WWE Network would come out. You'd be a lot more forgiving on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. So worst. I'm gonna say the Ghost Riders because I just stopped caring, and he's like one of the coolest.
I think I'm gonna go with Green Lantern just because I think that's the general consensus of comic book fans as well.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Here's the fucked up part is like we don't know what we're gonna talk about now. It's nothing but comic book shit. Oh well, we're a comic book podcast. DC is for me, but Marvel are doing better films. DC is doing better TV shows. I agree. Eddie Pap says sounds good to me. Oh yeah, we might change it because you want to name it Coco's Crew, and then we can just talk about whatever. That'd be cool. And not all that, but I want to do Coco Plays. But if we're gonna make it a super channel. I don't know, but everyone has to get on board. I don't think Boom Boom's on board. I wish Boom Boom was still here. Oh well. 1989 Batman for me.
The first time anybody has ever said that.
And worst Ghost Rider.
I wish Boom Boom was still here.
Yeah. 89 Batman was amazing, and Ghost Rider. Fingers crossed that Justice League is good. Yeah, but I think a lot of people beat up on DC. DC is like TNA. It's not as bad as Marvel fanboys say, but it's not as good as DC fanboys say.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, as a comic book fan, and like I've been reading comic books more and stuff like that lately. Like, I should be more excited about the Justice League movie.
Yeah,
but I can't. I can't get more excited about it because I know how badly DC fucks things up sometimes.
Yeah. I don't like I said. Like, I like Suicide Squad. Fuck Superman. Batman's amazing. Ben Affleck is Batman. Fuck, that's awesome.
That's true.
You know? But I think they did like too much in the trailers. Because here's the thing. Batman v Superman. Could you imagine how much you would have lost your shit if they didn't show Doomsday in the trailer? Could you imagine just sitting there? You're in your 4D theater. You're fucking checking it out. You're like, I guess the movie's over. And out of nowhere, fucking Doomsday shows up. Dude, I would have got naked in the movie theater, ran around fucking rubbing popcorn on my titties going, this is the greatest day of my life. But they showed it in the trailer, and it's just like, come on.
Trailers have a habit of ruining movies.
Yeah, but that has to be the worst ruined moment in trailer history. At least in a really long time.
It's up there. It's up there.
I mean, because I think it would have been... Because the thing is, you weren't going to see Batman v Superman anyway? Of course you were. Like, it's like, here's my fucking money. I'm going. You know what I mean? Like, everyone in the world could say it's horrible. I'm like, fuck you. I got to find out for myself. You know what I mean? And you give away Doomsday on a fucking trailer? You're insane. Dude, I guarantee that would have been a way more reviewed success, maybe even money-making success, if they didn't show Doomsday in a trailer.
Right.
Because the thing is, they built it up in a movie like, oh, fuck, what's going on? I don't know. And then Doomsday shows up, and you're like, ah. But the trailer, dude. Yeah, fingers crossed that Justice League is good. Yeah, me too. Fate of the Furious was great. I refuse. There's some movies I refuse to watch. I refuse to watch Fast and the Furious, any of the sequels. And because I watched the first one, I watched the second one, and I'm like, dude, I'm done. And I refuse to watch any Transformers. Like, you could be like, oh, Fast and the Furious fucking 97 is amazing. No. And same thing with Transformers. It's got Marky Mark in it. It's amazing. No. I watched 2 Transformers. I'm not falling for your trap anymore. You know what I mean?
The Fast and the Furious movies should never be called good movies. They're fun movies.
Yeah. I saw Ghost in the Shell before I saw Fate of the Furious, whatever, because they were both in theaters. I was like, yeah. Andy Pap says we had 4D here too. I know, I'm an idiot. Ghost in the Shell was a good film, and Kong Skull Island was a good film. Yeah, I thought Kong was amazing. Ghost in the Shell ain't bad, but I'm stealing someone else's review, and I wish I fucking said it. The problem with Ghost in the Shell is it came out in the 90s, and everyone stole their ideas. So by the time Ghost in the Shell came out in 2017, they're like, yeah, this has already been done. But it's not fair because it's been done by them. You know, The Matrix stole from them. Everyone stole from them. But the thing is, I don't know, should we give spoilers? One of the spoilers is ridiculously over-the-top racist. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's just like, are you fucking for real? It's so stupid. I don't want to give spoilers, but if you've seen Ghost in the Shell, you're just going to be like, really? Really? That's all right. Because the big thing is, like, they're like, oh, we didn't have a Japanese lead because there's a lot of money involved and we can't make the money, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Like, to me, I hear, we've been racist for a really long time, so we can't have a Japanese person because we've been racist for a really long time. But we're not racist. Just the system's been racist for a long time. I'm like, I don't think that's a good excuse. Ghost in the Shell. I like Ghost in the Shell, but like I said, in the 90s, it was groundbreaking. Today, it was like, oh, I saw that in The Matrix. Well, yeah, because The Matrix stole it from us, bitch. You know what I mean? Justice League, hope it will be good. Yeah. Have you ever thought about writing comic books? Yes, and I actually had a comic book deal with a fucking sleazy comic book company, and they didn't come through. Here's the problem with comic books. Artists, and I'm going to be dead serious because I have best friends that are artists. Artists and publishers are the biggest pieces of shits alive. Ever. I don't even care. I don't care if I get blackballed from the comic book industry. I've never met, and I've worked in pro wrestling. I've never met more biggest pieces of shit. And I have 1,000 comic book scripts, and I go, like, I don't, like, here's the thing. As soon as a comic book company's like, yeah, we're going to hire you as a writer. I'm like, yeah, dude, whatever. Dude, they're fucking pieces of shit, and they need to clean up the industry. Like, let me put it this way. If someone said, here's $1 million to write a comic book, here's $10 to write a novel, I'll take that $10 to write a novel because I know that guys at the novel place will pay me. They're just liars, full of shit, scumbags. Like, I have friends that work for Marvel and DC that, like, don't make any money. It's horrible. If I did write a comic book, I would have to find a decent artist that comes through who's not a piece of shit. And then I'd probably publish it myself. I've never, dude, I've got good friends. Because I won't name drop, but we have good friends that are in the comic book industry, and I consider them friends. And I will look them right in the fucking eye in front of all their clientels and be like, you're the biggest fucking piece of shit that's ever lived, and your word means nothing. And these are friends. These are friends in the industry. It's a horrible fucking industry. They're pieces of shit, and I don't care. They don't come through. They don't. And artists, like, I don't know, writers, and I'm a writer, and I'm not an artist. Writers come through. They hit deadlines. Writers get paid. Writers are fucking professionals. Writers get the job done. Artists are fucking weird. They're con people. They're like, if you're like, oh, fucking, like, here's a writer. Writer's like, write this and I'll pay you this. All right, no problem. That, you think that's a normal interaction? Not with artists. That is not a normal interaction with artists. Because here's the thing. They either work for free to get experience and the company takes advantage of them, or they don't get the fucking job done and keep asking for more money. It is I have no idea how comic books get made. None whatsoever. And I worked at indie pro wrestling. I've worked in pro wrestling. I've worked in television. I've worked in movies. I've never met scummier fucking people that don't, like, their words mean nothing. Their words mean nothing. Their contracts mean nothing. They're worthless pieces of shit. And all they do is go on, like, fucking e-begging sites and be like, pay me, please. And 90% of them don't come through. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, and the thing is, like, even I had jobs in Japan, and I went through a bunch of artists, and it's just like the people that I have worked for in Japan, like Japanese artists ain't that bad, but the people that I worked for, and yeah, I was embarrassed by their unprofessionalism and everything. Like, it's weird. If I meet a good company and good artists, then yeah, I'll get back into writing comic books. But yeah, no, not they pay you for novels.
It's funny. I actually know a comic book artist, and I work with him on not a daily basis, obviously, but I work with him with BRAWL. He's actually doing color commentary for me now.
Oh, awesome.
Does our posters, and he does some prints for us and stuff like that. And he is actually one of the artists that I can say is true to his word. He's always come through for me when I needed him. You know, he has a self-published comic that he's working on right now that's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, Buckshot's a good guy. Buckshot's a good guy, and actually, to kind of do a little transition here, he actually is appearing at the local comic store for Free Comic Book Day this weekend, and offered me part of his table to promote the BRAWL show.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's I think he's going to be doing like a special edition print for the show, and we're going to be doing autographs and stuff at Free Comic Book Day to promote the next event, the Logan Mania event. So yeah, Buckshot's a cool guy. I should probably put you in touch with him.
Yeah. But yeah, like, and here's an example too. Like, I never worked in an industry where you can ask for a sample of your work and then flip the fuck out. But like, I don't fucking get it. Like, as a writer, and I want to get published as a novel, and that would be like, oh, well, can you show me an example of your work? And I'd be like, no, pay me first. Do you know how little bit in the writing industry I would go? But artists, that's normal. That's absolutely normal. They're like, oh, no, I'm not going to fucking do it for free. You're not doing it for free. You have to show an example of work. Everyone does this, you fucking crazy fucking people. Yeah, I tried to hook up artists with a paying gig in Japan, and I was just like, I think like 3 or 4 artists were like, oh, no, I'm not interested, and I just totally fucking respected them. It's like, okay, cool, but like some of them were just, dude, it was insane, and I just, because like, dude, like, I was like, okay, here's a big paying job. They want to see an example of the work, and they're like, well, they have to pay me first, and I'm like, what? What fucking what? It's just insane to people. I have no idea. So I love comic books, and I'd love to write comic books. It's just like, it's got to the point now where a comic book company is like, oh, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. I don't even bother returning. Like, I've had such bad experiences. You know what I mean? And I work for manga and anime companies all the time and don't have bad experience.
This is an example of his work, and actually something you can get if you come to a BRAWL event. Yes, I'm cheap plugging the shit out of myself right now.
Yeah, go crazy. BRAWL USA, bitch. What do you got?
Do you see the screen share?
Not yet. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's an example of his work. We did an event for one of the wrestlers that got hurt, Mr. 450. And he's big. Mr. 450 is big into like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. Oh, we had Buck draw Mr. 450 beating up all the Dragon Ball Z characters.
That is sweet, brother. So yeah, but yeah. So to me, I don't know. I love comic books, and like even my even the novel now, it's very dark, but that could be done in comic books. The next novel, I don't know which novel's coming out, but like the 3rd or 4th novel coming out is really comic book heavy. But the thing is, it's just like, yeah, why would I bother? You know what I mean? And it's very dickish, but it's kind of like, because it would be like being a UFC fighter where you're guaranteed to get paid, and be like, come be an indie wrestler and fucking be treated like shit for $10. Oh, by the way, there's no $10. You know what I mean?
Right,
it's just, I love comic books.
Giving away my secrets.
Yeah, I love comic books with all my fucking heart, but I've never been in a dirtier industry ever. and I've been in some pretty fucking dirty industries. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, literally, I told the people, like, you're lying to me. You're not going to come through. And they're like, no, we're going to come through. I promise. No, you're not. I'm not even bothering. No, we're going to come through. Never came through. You know, when you're in negotiation phases where you're actually telling them in the meeting that you're not going to come through, it's completely worthless. And not like, but they're so scummy. Like, they're like you don't know what the fuck doing. Like, you know, I get paid to fucking write stories. And they'll call me up and be like, hey, I'm working on a book, but what do you think about this ending? What do you think about this? I'm like, bitch, you're not paying me. Fuck off. You know? And yeah, I don't know. I love comic books, but until I meet a team of artists and publishers that are not the shittiest fucking human beings I've ever met in my life, I'm going to stay away from the industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's a pretty shitty fucking industry. But yeah, I got like tons. Matter of fact, I'm working on a bunch, but I don't advertise it anymore because, you know, the comic book industry makes Jerry O'Neill look like a hard worker. Have you ever thought about writing? Oh yeah. Robert Coffey, Guardian Galaxy 1 is a lot better than 2. The storyline in Guardians Galaxy 2. Robert Coffey sounds like he's seen Guardians of Galaxy 2.
I don't understand. It's not out yet.
Yeah. Unless he's getting spoilers and shit. Andy Pat, it's not out in Japan. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna rebrand NWA and make it relevant again. A possibility, but if you buy NWA and you rebrand it, it's kind of weird. Why not just start your own shit?
Too early to tell.
Who let the dogs out? Boom Boom is here. Yeah. I don't know where Boom Boom went. Boom Boom didn't even say goodbye. Dude, how much? Dude, I still hate it to this day. Even I'm trying to find inner peace. I'm a big fan of saying goodbye. Like when someone leaves and doesn't say goodbye, I'm like, what a fucking dick. And I call them out on it. Like, you didn't fucking say goodbye? What a fucking dick nuts. Who let the dogs out? Where's the English cunt? The English cunt started his own thing. He's on another network. His name is LK, and he's on the Loudmouth Wrestling Network. So that answered my question. You're looking very sexy, Dave. Appreciate it. I like both, to be honest, but gun to my head, DC Comics. Is Superman is John Cena of comics? Who's the Okada? I don't know. Okada's fucking at a whole nother level. I love me some Okada.
I read a good comparison the other day, and I wanted to bring it up to you, actually.
All right, go ahead.
So, okay, everybody hates John Cena, Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I call it the failed face. It's a new, new thing. Yeah.
But, so, like, in terms of it, like, we hate John Cena and Roman Reigns, just like people that watch Seinfeld, they actually hated Seinfeld, but they loved, like, George Costanza and Kramer, and they loved the supporting cast.
Okay. I never felt that way, but go on.
Is that a fair analysis so far? So, like, everybody loves...
I like Seinfeld.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, in general, it's, you know, people love Kramer and George, but there's hate for Seinfeld. But without Seinfeld, there would be no Seinfeld.
Yeah.
People can hate John Cena and Roman Reigns, but in the long run of it, people are going to see John Cena and Roman Reigns.
Well, yeah, because the marketing team's behind them. But it would be different if it was the John Cena show. Then I'd be like, of course John Cena has to be there, but it's not the John Cena show. You know what I mean? It's WWE. So
I don't have hate for either one of the guys. I'm not huge fans of them.
I
think they work hard. I think they work hard. I think they actually do.
I don't think so.
Bring something to the table.
I don't know. I don't want to get into an argument, but the thing is, like, I don't know. I just think talent should matter. I don't know. Because, like, I've had this argument 1,000 fucking times.
You're saying, but you're saying talent should matter, but at the same time, they have good matches.
John Cena's doing his U.S. run, and it depends on John Cena's opponent. You know, like
right, but you still have to have talent to be carried.
I guess, but I like the best in the industry should be the best, if you know what I mean. And I don't think they're the best in the industry. I think they're chosen ones, and that's what makes it hard. And then
But is anybody claiming them to be best in the industry, or are we just assuming that?
well, it's how they're presented in the story. It's how they're presented. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. To me, it's just story. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's.
yeah, but then like Superman's not real, and I still hate that fucking cunt.
That's true. I mean, everybody. I mean, again, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, but here's the thing: what makes John Cena worse than Superman is Lex Luthor's not busting his fucking neck and busting his knees to try to fucking steal a spot that doesn't exist. He's fictional too. I think what pisses me off is Daniel Bryan's career is short because he has to have a hell of a lot more better matches than John Cena because John Cena's the chosen one. You know what I mean? And that's what bothers me. You know, right. So it's just like, because, you know, there's always that saying, if you can't be champ, then why fucking bother trying? Well, then 90% of the roster should quit. You know what I mean? Like, logically, it makes no sense to want to be a pro wrestler in WWE. Like, here's the thing. Like, the system is set up for you to give up. It's like, all right, I had the best match. I sold the most merchandise. I did this. I did this. And then, oh, well, you're not the chosen one. Well, what the fuck was the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but so, I mean, that's not just wrestling. That's every industry.
Yes and no, but it's kind of a monopoly. So, like, it's worse. Like, if Tom Cruise, the next 3 or 4, like, if the way John Cena and Roman Reigns was treated in any other industry and they weren't getting the results, they wouldn't be protected. Could you imagine Tom Cruise just getting John Cena heat? They would stop casting him in movies.
Right.
But he's protected. And I think that's the part that makes me hate him. He's protected. You know what I mean? And it's just like, all right. Because not only that, but like, he ruins something you love. You know what I mean? Like, you love professional wrestling, but at the end of the day, you know John Cena and Roman Reigns are going to win. He ruins something you love. And I think that's why I hate him. And you can be like, oh, it's creative, it's this, it's that, but no, whatever. You know? I don't know, because they're a monopoly, and they could be absolutely amazing and great, like Marvel and Disney and Pixar and other forms of entertainment. But they, like, refuse to be great. You know what I mean? They're like, fuck you, we're not going to be great. It's like, this is what we think is great, you know, and I don't know. It's just why there have to be a hand-select guys. You have the best marketing team in the world, you know?
Right.
And it's just, you just hand-select this one guy, and you're like, that's our guy. And then it's like, well, you have the best marketing in the world. Why can't you put that marketing behind everybody? Why can't you know what I mean? But they don't do it that way. I don't know. It's just a very stubborn way of thinking. You know what I mean? And it's really draining as a fan. You know? Like, that's the thing. Like, when I was watching WrestleMania, like, just I had no passion. I was like, oh, whatever, dude. John Cena's winning. He's good. And that's what kills me. The fact that I watched WrestleMania this year as a casual fan, their type of fan, and I was drained. I didn't care. You know, like, what can they do? And it's just ruined. So, I don't know. I think I hate the idea of the failed face the most because it ruins something you love. And that's where my hatred comes from. And you could be like, that's creative, that's Vince, that's John Cena. Well, fuck it, dude. I don't give a fuck. Blame everyone. It's the ultimate Triforce. I don't give a fuck who you blame. I'm just going to fucking hate it, you know?
Right.
So, but I hope it changes. I know with Triple H and shit, but it won't. DC has way better stories. I don't know. That's a tough call. That's a really tough call. Who has the better stories? Do you guys hate Muslims? Not really, no. I have a lot of friends that hate Muslims, but I'm indifferent. I mean, I served in the Marines, so I guess it's a stereotype to ask me. Oh, because I imagine a lot of people are like, oh, you're in the Marines, you hate Muslims. I'm like,
I don't know. I just pictured somebody randomly walking into the room, like, yo, you guys hate Muslims in here? And we're like, no. And he's like, all right, cool.
Like, yeah, I guess I'm indifferent. As long as you don't fuck
He
with
was
me, I'll
looking
fuck
for a
with you.
Muslim hating chat line.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that hate Muslims, but I don't.
Oh yeah.
Batman is the best hero out there. Batman is too awesome and too well written. Ghost Rider are so bad. Yeah. Dark Knight trilogy. Dude, I will fucking punch you in the dick, YouTube. Ghost Rider is so bad. The Dark Knight trilogy is a masterpiece. I don't know. That third one had a lot of plot holes.
Yeah.
I loved it, and it was so close to being good. Like, there were so many great references. It's just, it was, know what it is? It just came off the heels of something amazing, and it was so close to being good, but it was just too much. You know what I mean? They just fucked up a lot. Why can't the new DC universe be as good? I hope so. Well, the thing is, the new DC universe, why it's not as good as Marvel, Marvel took years to build up to being great. DC's like, I'm going to catch up in 2 movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think people realize or remember some of the bad Marvel stuff.
Yeah, well, you just, Marvel has a lot of trust now. The thing is, like, they just told the story fast. They told the story slowly. So even if there was a bad movie, that was like, you still loved the characters and still moved on, you know.
Yeah,
Suicide Squad is a lot of information at you quickly. Batman v Superman. Like, Batman v Superman, really, there was enough information there for 6 movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do we get jackets, Dave, if we join the crew? Maybe. The new DC movies are like WWE. I can see a connection there. I've seen it. I've seen it live in Ireland out here. Favorite faction in Japan besides Chaos, Dave? I don't know. I like Bullet Club a lot, but you know what it is? I like Bullet Club, but I don't like Bullet Club fans. So I don't like admit that I like Bullet Club. I know that's gonna get me heel heat. But I don't know. I like Bullet Club. I like Lost, but I think outside of Naito, Lost is kind of fucking shitty. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Bullet Club's not bad. I just wish they didn't let everyone in. Like Jeff Jarrett's in Bullet Club, for Christ's sakes. But yeah.
Is he still considered a member of Bullet Club?
I don't know. It's on the fucking, I don't know. Once Bullet Club, always Bullet Club? I don't know. So, Okada makes me hate Cena more. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, I guess because he's busting his ass.
Maybe I'll make some Koco Crew t-shirts.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we gotta make t-shirts. We just gotta fucking do shit. We gotta fucking start being awesome.
I can do on-demand printing.
Sweet. Yeah, because I have 100 ideas for t-shirts. Because here's the thing, like, I don't want to e-bag, but at the same time, it'd be cool to make money. But I think t-shirts is like the middle ground. It's like I'm e-bagging and you're getting something. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm about to e-bag in a few minutes, but it's for a good cause.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got to get past my e-bagging. Because here's the thing. I thought about, like, starting a Patreon and just making this like Coco's Crew or something, or Coco's Place. I haven't figured it out yet. And I just do everything. You have KocoSports, have Koco Plays, all on one channel. And then just be like, hey, support that. And then talk about writing, talking about nerdy shit. No, whatever, you know? You guys, dude, I like this. I like the fact that, thank you, fucking Andy Paps and the gang, Mikkel, Robert Coffey. You made a fucking podcast we weren't sure how good it was going to be into something awesome. So I appreciate it, man. Much love. And hopefully Boom Boom's not pissed at us. I think Boom Boom's anti-Coco's Place. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know, because like I love podcasting, but to watch 4 hours to podcast, watch 4 hours of Raw to podcast seems a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know? All right, let's talk Brawl. You got a Brawl network. You got a Brawl event coming up. Let's talk about that.
May 20th in Newport Richey, Florida, at the event center at the Gulfview Square Mall, we're doing an event named Logan Mania, which is kind of a Brawl tradition. We've had 3. This is the 3rd Logan Mania. The first 2 were benefits for a little boy with cancer. Little boy has since sadly passed on, but the 3rd Logan Mania is actually going to be, we're donating toys to a children's hospital in his memory. we know that he spent a lot of time in the hospital, and we know kids spend a lot of time in hospitals with nothing to do. I personally, I'm not a kid, obviously, but I spent a lot of time in the hospital, 2015, 2016, and I know the draining effect of sitting in a hospital, just sitting there with nothing to do. So we're going to take the proceeds from this event and we're going to donate them. We're going to buy toys and we're going to go up to the Children's Hospital in St. Pete and donate them in the little boy Logan's name. The event so far is pretty stacked. We have Ophidian from Chikara coming out. We have Crumbles and Defarge, which are the Chikara Campeones de Parejas. They're the tag team champions of Chikara, are coming to the show. Aaron Epic is going to defend his belt against Ophidian.
Yeah, that match is going to be worth the price of admission right there.
For sure.
Yeah,
we also have some like talent from like Evolve and FIP. We have like Jason Cade, John Davis. We have a couple of tag teams from North Carolina coming down. They're the Ugly Ducklings and the Gymnasty. I mean, overall, the show itself is just stacked. We're kind of in a relaunch of Brawl, almost like DC's New 52, I guess. We're just trying to do things a little more streamlined. Dave mentioned we do have a network. If you go to brawlusa.pivotshare.com, our last event is online right now. We're charging $2.99 a month for the network. And if you buy the DVD, it's $12, obviously, like to have a solid copy of it. But the network is $2.99 for the month, and we're going to constantly be uploading old footage and new footage onto the network. So for $3 a month, I mean, it's kind of
it's so cool that everyone can have a network and stuff, and it's cool that you're doing that.
We're still getting our footing with it, stuff like that. But I know a lot of people don't live in Florida, and e-begging is not the cool thing to do. But if you do want to donate to Logan Mania,
here's the thing: I actually think e-begging is cool. I think we're just old and refuse to do it.
Yeah. I don't mind e-begging for a good cause.
Yeah.
And if me saying like, oh, we'll take a donation of $5 online so that we can get a toy for a kid at a hospital, you know what I mean? Like I'll be the dick and I'll be the e-beggar. I don't care at that point because it's for a good cause. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of new Brawl merchandise coming out and Brawl DVDs and the network, and we're probably gonna be doing a YouTube show weekly. So we're trying to do things. So that's kind of my project at the moment is Brawl USA.
So yeah, man, hopefully check it out. Check out brawlusa.com. Also, we'll link down in the doobly-doo for the network, and we'll try to keep up with Brawl. But yeah, the main event is going to be fucking off the charts. It's for a good cause. And yeah, just check out Brawl USA, Logan Mania 3, and yeah, and the network's awesome, dude, because we did Combat TV, man. Can you imagine this network back when Combat TV was around? That'd have made life a hell of a lot easier. So yeah, definitely check it out. And there's a couple free matches now, and you can see Aaron Epic on one of the free matches, the Brawl Championship match.
On the network itself, we have 3 free matches. If you go to our YouTube, we have a playlist with I think 9 free matches, I think. So I mean, you can kind of get a clue of what we are. I mean, we're not the biggest indie in the world, but we're entertaining. I like to think we're entertaining.
Gotcha. Fucking someone asked us that I do prostitutes, but maybe we'll do a separate show on prostitutes.
All right.
We got a lot of questions about prostitutes in Japan. So maybe that'll be the next timber. Yeah, this podcast will be about anything, a lot of live comments and all that. I didn't know it was going to be so comic book heavy, but we're just going wherever you guys take us. Yeah. But yeah, this is going to be called Somewhere Out There for the American Tale. Somewhere out there. And it's just 2 friends talking about whatever. And we might change the channel around. I just want to get a feel for it. because I want to like bring the Koco Play stuff here. You know what I mean? Just everything here. And then if that's the case, then I feel more comfortable. There's a lot of people like, oh, I want to donate to Patreon and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that'd be cool, but I don't know. I want to make content, but I want to make content that we enjoy and like. You know what I mean? And we have time for. Raw reviews take a long time. And I don't have the time. So, but shooting the shit with a friend while answering comments, I have the time. I always have time for that. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But
so are we wrapping this up? Because if we're wrapping this up, I have 2 thoughts to leave the Koco crew with.
I don't know, because I was gonna read Twitter and live comments, and then wrap it up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give one of these thoughts, and maybe we can get some comments on it.
Go ahead.
All right. There's a segment called Shower Thoughts. It's on Reddit, and it's just random little things people think about, and it makes you question. All right. So Dave, if I punch myself and it hurts, am I weak or strong?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, you're tough because you're actually hurting yourself. But
Are you weak because it hurts?
Yeah, that is true. And you're also weak because
it's a weird one.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing I'm gonna go strong because you're punching yourself as hard as you can and it hurts, and you're getting your body stronger. You know what I mean? Granted, you're probably giving yourself concussions, but you're so angry and you're like, bah, 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 and you're practicing hitting yourself. So when someone hits you, then you're like, oh, I'm used to getting hit. And then you hit someone else. You're like, if I hit myself this hard, I'll definitely hit you hard.
I know. We want to get your thoughts too. So live comments and stuff. We want to hear what you think. And here's another one. If you're born deaf,
okay,
what language do you think in?
Well, that's oh yeah, because you're deaf. I was gonna say because I thought like you couldn't talk, and then I was like, well, it's just the language you could hear. I don't know.
There's some good ones. Like, do the cars in the Cars movie have car insurance or life insurance?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it would be life insurance because they don't have cars.
Like,
don't they have like brains and stuff? I think they have brains.
See, like my thing with these are called shower thoughts. These are things that people think about in the shower.
Gotcha.
Like these are way deeper than me because like in the shower when I shower, I'm just like, man, is my ass clean? Like I don't think of this stuff.
Yeah. No. So yeah. All right. Well, new segment. We'll have some questions. So yeah, and we'll bring maybe awkward in Japan here too. Just not tips because there's too many like, oh, I'm a super gaijin. I don't want to tell stories like that. I just want to tell stories about just being a fucking gaijin. It's completely awkward. Because I always look at these other channels and like, Japan is great, and this is how you make Japan great. I'm like, well, what about it's completely awkward? Because that's really popular on Facebook, and I'm thinking about maybe writing a book about being awkward in Japan. So yeah, just silly stories. All right,
real quick. Here's another thing. Today I learned, which is going to be another one that I like to throw in there every once in a while. Today I learned a woman once sued her own divorce attorney because they did not inform her that a divorce would end her marriage.
Nice. And that is my ex-wife. Oh man, that cracks me.
Name who that woman was, but
all right, let's. You ready to go to some live comments? Yeah, Twitter. Yeah. Kayfabe Connection, much love, liked and tweeted us. Kevin Buchanan liked and tweeted us. I'll say glad to see you back on the throne, Dave. I'm gonna retweet them, dude. You know how easy it is to retweet people now that they have GIFs.
It makes it sound like good to see you back on the throne. It makes it sound like you're podcasting from the toilet. Like that's what I pictured in my head.
This is my go-to one. I love the thank you with the Batman giving a thumbs up. That's my go-to Twitter.
I'm sorry, internet. By the way, I ruined the world when I showed Dave stickers and animated GIFs.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Robert Coffey. He said something cool too, dude. I remember I didn't know this shit existed, GIFs and all that, dude. I'm pretty sure 90% of my conversations now end in GIFs.
Yeah,
and out of those 90% that end in GIFs, it's just thank you giving Batman a thumbs up.
And I showed you them too, so I'm the one to blame.
Yeah, like I just remember, like I was like, "What the fuck is this?" You're like, "How did you send me a sticker?" And now every time I'm just like, because like, dude, you want to say stuff and you can't LOL forever. Like that's fucking annoying. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll throw it. You know what I mean? And not only that, but I also find it sexy when you're like flirting with a girl and you're doing it all in gifs. But then they're always like, "Hey, we should get a coffee sometime." Like that's not a gift, bitch.
Yeah,
That is not a gift at all.
Yeah, I can't gif a coffee.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Logan Mania, it's coming up. So much love. Thank you for all those that tweeted us and all that fun stuff. So there you go. All right. And let's go back to the YouTubes. Anything on Facebook? Here's the thing. I haven't been sharing nerdy stuff on Facebook because I've met new friends that don't know how big of a nerd I am. Should I just let it go and be like, "Hey, dude, guess what? I'm a nerd. Fuck
Dude,
you guys."
Yeah, out there. You gotta frozen it.
Dude, I have to let it go. There's 2 times where I know James Legend would be like, "You sold out for fucking pussy." You want to hear 2 times? One time we were at a restaurant and these 2 wrestling fans came up to me and like, "Oh my God, you're Dave Koco." And I was on a date. And they're like, "You used to be really fat." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm kind of on a date." I know, but she doesn't know that. And then they were like, "Oh my God." And they started talking wrestling. And the whole time I was just talking to the girl. I was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry about this." And she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "I'll tell you when you get older." And like, yeah, so like I've really sold out on my nerdness.
Yeah.
I try to be cool, you know. It's like I go to the gym, I'm cool now, but you know what? I'm gonna let my nerd flag fly.
I know. Look, you're trying to be cool now with your UFC hat. Like,
well, that's because I don't have many hats. I think in the divorce she kept all the hats. I only had 2. I got this and Lucha Underground.
She kept everything.
But I want to get a race hat.
She kept. I'll send you a race hat.
Yeah, thank you. I'd really love that. Race hats are
I'll
hard to
send you a
find.
race hat and a box of macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I only got 2 fucking hats. Well, that and also too, I had a Nakamura hat because WWE sent me some Nakamura shit, and my daughter's like, "Nakamura's my favorite wrestler. Can I take all this?" And I was like, "Oh no." She's like, "Can I take the hat?" And I was like, "Sure," because it was like a Nakamura hat, and it was like just a box of Nakamura stuff because I've loved Nakamura probably longer than anyone in the universe. And WWE just sent me a box of free Nakamura shit, but it's my daughter's favorite wrestler, and she's like, "Can I take the hat?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I guess." And she took the whole fucking box. And I was like, "All right, she's the queen. What can I do?" Her nickname's the Queen of Strong Style when she did judo. So I was like, "All right, you deserve it." But yeah, it was so funny.
Did I make her a Queen of Strong Style t-shirt?
Oh, that would be fucking amazing. She would fucking mark out for that beyond belief.
I'll do it.
Yeah. We got to talk offline about t-shirts and making this place great again.
All right.
Yeah, because I want to bring back my nerd life. Like I lost a lot of weight. I go out on dates. That's cool, but I want to podcast more.
But is going out on dates cooler than podcasting?
No, not at all. Not at all. Fucking no. Podcasting's amazing. Fuck women. Not at all. Well, because not only that, but like too, I'm just fucking. Oh man, I've been on too many dates. Like at first, when you first did, like, yeah, dating's amazing, and then you go like 30 dates, and you're just like, yeah, dating sucks. I'm gonna go podcast. I'm just gonna find a chick who doesn't piss me off and makes chicken.
Listen, you've already been invited back to America to live with us, so.
I know. Well, I gotta wait till I get kicked out first.
You can speed that process up, I'm sure.
How much bigger do you think New Japan can get? I think it's the best wrestling in the world, and I think it can get to be huge, especially with English commentary. English commentary is a big deal. The network's a big deal.
As long as they have English commentary, I'm in. I can't watch Japanese commentary. I know that sounds racist of me. I can't. It just doesn't make. Obviously, it doesn't make sense to me. It's just people screaming. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. I don't know. I can, but I understand. Like English commentary is very important for a lot of people. Robert Coffey says, "Anytime, Dave. No problem." Wrestling Nuts asks, "Dave, how did you get into the wrestling business?" Well, I started in the translating business, and then I did translating, and then I moved to Japan, and the translating company paid me to be a photographer, and I was a photographer for a lot of sporting events. And then I found indie wrestling and wrestling, and I just started taking pictures at the events. And like they were paying me per event, but at the same time they weren't using the wrestling. They weren't using the wrestling photos. So they're like, yeah, go to the Rays, Bucks, go around the country and take photos. And I was like, yeah, but I can take photos of wrestling. And they're like, all right, Dave, sure, whatever. And no one ever. They paid me to go to the events, but I don't think they ever used the photos. And then from there, I just like they do shit wrong, and I listened. I was humbled and just listened. And then eventually people were like, oh, well, what do you think about this? And then I became a promoter, a booker, and went from there. So I guess I started off as a photographer and then just went from there. But a lot of it is just listening and seeing what you can improve on, what you can improve on, being humble. But yeah, that's how I started in the wrestling business, is just as a photographer. Let's see. Robert Coffey asks, can I be your film review, Dave? If you come doing your own thing, I get lots of films and they come out early here. Oh, maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'll maybe do film reviews and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. I gotta talk to the team because I was gonna call it Koco and Friends, but I don't know. Because the thing is, like, I was on ProWrestling.me and I was like, oh, I don't want to work for a company that's named after you. But then we did ProWrestling.me, and like everyone said they were going to do it, and no one did it. So I was like, oh, fuck it. If I'm the only one doing work, just name it after me and just have fun. You know what I mean? I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2 on Sunday. Pretty good film. See, other people have seen it. I think we're behind. I know it's not out in Japan, but it might be out other places.
It's tomorrow here, so I don't know.
Oh. The best thing DC had going for it was The Dark Knight. DC TV and animation is good. Yeah, the animation's really good. The movie department is the problem. Mikhail says you're strong. I appreciate it.
Oh, no. I think that's
that's about the punch in the head.
Yeah.
I thought it was me. I was like, appreciate it, man. I've been going to the gym. I didn't think I was going to notice it, but what a fucking douche I am.
And everything's about this guy all of a sudden. He loses 70 pounds, and everything's about him now.
Dude, I did lose 70 pounds. Fucking, I used to be UFC heavyweight. Now that you guys should definitely come to New York City. Indie wrestling is taking over, especially Brooklyn. Yeah, I want to. How cool is Naito? He's the coolest fucking human being alive. I got to actually promote him and book him before. Robert Coffey, Ewok, do you think 1 is better than 2? Oh, that's tough. You're strong too, Koco. Thanks, Mikhail. Well, the thing is, I am getting stronger because I go to the gym every day, but I'm not fucking sexy. Like, I don't know, like, maybe it's because it's me. I'm like, hey, man, if I lose 70 pounds and can lift, I don't know, 40 kilos heavier, I'd be a sexy motherfucker. And then I lost 70 pounds, lifted 40 kilos heavier, and I'm like, no, I'm still fucking not sexy enough. So I'm coming to the conclusion, no matter how much weight I lose or how much I can lift, I just might not be attractive. Yeah. King of podcast style. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we got to start coming up with shirts. If we made shirts, would you guys buy them? Don't bullshit us, because if you're not going to buy them, like, here's the thing. A lot of people are like, oh, they want to hear yes. Now, I don't. If you're like, fuck you, I ain't going to buy your shirts, I understand. Because let's put it this way. Remember Pablo made the Internet Infantry shirt? I don't want to call Internet Infantry a bunch of liars, but a lot more people said they bought that shirt than actually bought that shirt.
Yeah.
Just don't punch yourself to prove it. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe we need cool shirt designs.
Maybe. Well, there's one that's absolutely awesome. One of the fucking members of the Internet Infantry made it. It's the Bullet Club shirt, except with KocoSports.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the Internet Infantry shirt.
Andy Paps said he'd buy his shirt, and Andy Paps ain't full of shit. Andy Paps is Internet Infantry for life.
See, and I can do them on demand, so we're not losing anything.
That is true. On demand is awesome. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we definitely have to unfuck our site and our channel and all that. We just gotta like be the best at what we do, and what we do is be fucking nerdy. Somewhere out there, the new podcast. Should you put us on AOL iTunes? Like you could download the MP3. Is that what it's called? Or Apple iTunes?
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. You just called it AOL. Like, Jesus Christ. What?
Show me the KocoSports Bullet Club shirt. I don't, dude. I'm old, dude. Fucking AOL. That's still a thing, right?
Demands? Like, who the fuck are you to demand us?
I'm not demanding you. I was a little demanding you.
The other guy, the guy that just said it. Show me the KocoSports Bullet Club.
I don't know where it's at. Let me see if I can find it quick. I don't even know who made it. Bullet Club.
You just tell us what to do when we do it?
Oh, fuck. I made a huge mistake. I searched Bullet Club and realized in my email list I have pro wrestling tees. So they're like, all going fucking crazy. Like, oh, did you say Bullet Club? Like, we know pro wrestling tees. Pro wrestling tees is awesome. Pro wrestling tees is like the place I want to buy shit, but then I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to.
They take forever with shipping.
Do they really? No.
From what I've heard, yeah. I can't afford them, but yeah, no. I've heard they're shipping.
I can't find it. Let's see. Oh, wait, who sent it to me? LK sent it to me. There's LK. Can I find it?
British cunt?
Yeah, British cunt. Yeah, people don't like LK. I like LK, but people don't.
Did you get shorter? What happened?
I just started fucking slouching. I was like,
right.
I forgot this is not an audio podcast. I'm like just fucking chilling the fuck out.
I just thought you got shorter.
No, not yet. Fuck, I don't know. This is an awesome podcast. Can you look for that file that doesn't exist? Sure. Welcome to looking for a file. I wonder how many thumbs down we got. Let's go fucking refresh. Only one. You guys have patience. I appreciate that, internet infantry. I thought it would have been a lot more.
And the one thumbs down from the guy who you didn't show the file to.
Probably. You should do live commentary on movies. Yeah, but then YouTube and all that shit.
Yeah, that's copyright.
Yeah, $9.99. LOL. I have no idea what you're saying, old Samuel LA. I got to meet LK last year at Raw. He was a nice guy. Yeah, I like LK. The internet infantry, some of them didn't like. Some people really hated LK. But LK is doing his own thing at Loudmouth Wrestling.
He was like the John Cena of the KocoSports Network.
Yeah, he was. That's a good example. You guys should definitely get on Pro Wrestling Tees. Yeah, but we're not that popular. I think Pro Wrestling Tees would be like, fuck off. Who are you guys? Yeah, it would be awesome.
Why would we get on Pro Wrestling Tees when we do it?
Yeah, but I'm sure. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good point. I don't know. I just got to figure a way to make money without fucking being too sleazy. That and also have fun. Because I think we're going to lose a lot of subscribers if I start putting up Coco Plays content. They're just going to be like, what the fuck is this? I quit. But who knows? Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll fucking expand. Because we've changed this channel a lot. This channel's really old, and we've changed it a million times. And it's so funny, too, because, like, a lot of people got pissed when we changed it, and then, like, then they get, like, happy, and then, like, we go back. Like, remember, we used to be an all-indie show. And then we're like, all right, let's just be an all-indie channel because we just parked our content here. And then we're like, oh, let's just talk wrestling, put our podcast on here. And people are like, fuck you, this is for indie wrestling. And then, like, a year later, James is like, let me put a match on. And like, fuck you, this is for fat guys.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right.
People don't know what they want.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Hopefully people like it.
Don't know what you want until it's gone.
Will CM Punk ever win an MMA fight? Probably, but I don't know about in the UFC. Whoa, we just lost a dislike. That person changed their mind. They're like, you know what? We're a little hard on the guy.
Sway their vote.
What's that?
I'm glad we could sway their vote.
Yeah. Well, they didn't like it. They just lost a dislike. They're like, we're not really sure if it's good enough to be a like.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'll take that either way.
I think CM Punk will win an MMA fight if he keeps doing it. I just don't think he'll ever win a UFC fight, if that makes sense.
I mean, is it kind of like dumb luck? Like he's bound to win sooner or later?
No, I just think it's a level thing. It's like hitting a home run in the minors compared to hitting a home run in the majors. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think he's good enough to win a fight in the lower leagues. I don't think he's good enough to win a fight in.
How do you know? How can you tell?
He got his ass whooped pretty fucking bad.
That's what I'm saying. How could you tell he's good enough to win a fight in the lower levels then?
Oh, there's a lot of shitty fighters in the lower levels.
Okay, because I was going to say, because there's no real evidence that he's good at all.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I like CM Punk. I just don't think he can win a UFC fight. I know, but I'm saying I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing to back this statement up, but I think he can win an MMA fight in the lower leagues. Do I have anything to back that up with? No. Welcome to the new KocoSports.
Exactly. We can't back up our facts.
Well, it's more of an opinion. Like, if it was a fact of, like, CM Punk won an MMA fight, then I'd be like, oh, yeah. If CM Punk ever comes back, it will be one of the most memorable moments ever. I agree. And CM Punk versus Artem Lobovo. I totally slaughtered that guy's name. Andy Paps could be the podcast plus indie wrestling videos, and Koco Plays could be just video games and movie reviews. I say we do everything on one channel. I'm really lazy because I want to do Koco Plays again. But dude, you want to hear the saddest fucking story ever? 40 games into Koco Plays. You know, my life falls apart, and I go on Steam and I download it, and my season doesn't come along with me.
That sucks.
Yeah. Do you know how shitty of a game RBI Baseball is? And I played 40 games and couldn't complete it. I don't know how to break that to the Koco Plays guys. But if I'm like, hey, guys, stopping Koco Plays, come check us out at the new Koco crew, then I feel like it's like, hey, we're starting fresh again. You know what I mean? It's like you're hiding your errors, your ways. And all that, but we can do booking games. Remember, me and Rob did that. That was like the coolest fucking thing in the world. Do you know how to screen capture and do a Let's Play on the booking games?
And I had a screen cap. I don't know. I've never done it.
Let's try it, because like it really got over with some people, and it was a lot of fun.
All right.
CM Punk could easily go to Ring of Honor in Japan. Oh, definitely.
I mean,
but yeah. I just want this channel to be everything because I love hanging out with friends, shooting shit, and answering. Like, I love this. We have to change it up a little bit because I don't have time to watch Raw. Like, literally, I was off. Dude, I told James this. I don't know if I said this on the air, but I was off today. I totally forgot Monday night's Raw was on. My friend's like, are you doing a Raw review? You're off this week. I was like, oh, fuck, that's on today? Raw's on Monday nights? That's not a good sign.
Yeah, no, I mean, I kind of have that issue, but for a different reason. I just typically don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
I have a bad habit because, like, my days all kind of blend together. You know what I mean? Like, I sit home and I make stickers. If anybody wants stickers, by the way, I make decals. But you know what I mean? Like, I sit home and I just kind of lose track of days.
Yeah. I can't believe it's 12:30 in the morning here in Japan. I still haven't ate dinner yet.
How long is this podcast going? How long are we at?
I don't know. We were worried we didn't have enough shit to talk about, and now we're, 90 minutes in. Does Brawl have a YouTube channel? Yes, it does. Promote your YouTube channel.
Just search for Brawl USA Wrestling.
Ole says, I need Super Nintendo decals.
All right.
How can he reach you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our YouTube channel is spelled wrong. So I'm pretty sure it's youtube.com/BRAWLWRESTILNG. I think it is. I think we spelled it wrong.
Can you make a thumbnail for this? Somewhere out there, new podcasts, and then have Brawl and whatever we talked about. We talked about a lot of superhero shit, so you can put superheroes.
Oh,
we talked about NWA, John Cena.
What's that? I was just going to put Fievel and his sister singing the song.
That would be awesome. But I don't know. They might be like a little false advertisement. They'll be like, oh my God, it's not that. Oh, YouTube's so gay now. Not gay as in like I suck dick, but gay as in like you ruined my day.
Same thing.
Yeah. I can't believe we can't say gay anymore. Don't forget SmackDown is on later as well. Oh yeah, I forgot. SmackDown's on. Maybe I'll do a SmackDown review. Probably not.
I watched SmackDown. I actually watched SmackDown.
Yeah. It's 11:30 a.m. here in Brooklyn. All right, I think that's it, bro. Check out my book, Operation Freak Show. Review it, buy it, enjoy it.
I got it.
Yeah.
I'm poor and I own it, so
exactly.
You guys can buy it too.
Check out BrawlUSA.com. Check out the Brawl Network. And hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully you guys are on board for us fucking up the channel again and changing it.
So, all right, here's my real quick question to end this. You know how WWE always makes their lame $9.99 jokes during their promos and stuff?
Yeah.
For the network. Should I start making lame like $2.99 jokes for the
Fuck
BRAWL
yeah.
network?
Why not? I don't know if people are going to understand that. So
all I'm saying is $2.99, help support a good cause, and be awesome.
Dude, I went running for the first time in a long time. I'm thinking about going running again. I'm like fucking insane with the working out shit. It gets addictive.
Do it up.
Yeah, tomorrow I gotta do legs and shoulders. I've become the gym guy. I've become the guy I fucking hated. I used to hate gym guy, and now I've become gym guy. I've become what I've hated. But I want to be a nerd again and start podcasting again. Anyway, buy our books, go to our websites, check out BRAWL USA, and maybe we'll do a show like this again, talking about prostate. Dude, let me tell you, mad props. Internet infantry, I know there's not that many of us because we lost street cred. But, yeah, fucking I appreciate it, dude. This was so much easier with the live chat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so much love. Appreciate it. See you down the road, David James. Hopefully. It's 4:30 p.m. in Dublin. Do you CrossFit, bro? No, I don't CrossFit. I just go to the gym and lift. I have a trainer, and the trainer just tells me what to do, and I do it.
Shut the fuck up for a second. I'm trying to talk.
All right, sorry, bro.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, the guy goes to the gym, and now he thinks he can beat me up and talk over me. So, the question is, how much do they want to hear from us? Like, how often?
Yeah, daily, not daily, 3 times a day. And
Three times a day? Jesus Christ.
24/7. What do you want?
We should do the Combat TV of podcasting and just do a 24/7 network of us talking.
Yeah. Andy Pap says daily. Awesome. Well, the thing is, I plan on doing 5 shows. Stump Daddy. The thing is, if you guys, the internet infantry, are okay with me having the freedom to do whatever I want, that's so much easier to make content. You know what I mean?
So, we could do Stump the Idiots on this.
Yeah. They say daily. And Mikkel's in Lisbon.
What?
Sweet. I don't know. Everyone's just saying where they're from or where they're at. I'm in Tokyo.
I don't understand. I can't see the chat, so I don't know.
Oh, you have to actually go to the actual thing and mute it. Like I go to the actual show and then mute it, and that's where I can see the chat. You think the chat would be here with us, but it's not because I'm fucking stupid.
Oh, all right.
Do what makes you happy, bro. Andy Paps, I fucking love you, bro.
We're gonna learn new things every day.
You should get into football, real football. Yeah, possibility. I love. But the thing is, real football would be like the Bucks are winning the Super Bowl, and then you're like, no, they're not, and I'm like, okay, that's the end of our football show. I do love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a lot. It's the only team I follow anymore. I don't know, maybe. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do a Let's Play of the Buccaneers, and I can give predictions. I always wanted to do that, and I want to do an NHL season. I gotta get a PlayStation 4. I gotta figure out how to stream more.
I have a league full of created wrestlers in WWE 2K17.
Oh, sweet. We can add that. Well, we got to figure out if we can screen capture. If I can host with you and you can screen capture while I host, we could bring back a fucking booking game. You know, okay. And I love it. You can also just play, and I'll just fucking talk shit. Yeah, maybe we'll do video game streaming. Dude, I missed this shit.
Remember the time we created Koco in WWE game, and he was like 7 feet tall and had the moves of Rey Mysterio?
It was the greatest. It wasn't Koco. It was the huge one.
Oh yeah, it was
the huge one, and it was like fucking as tall and as big as you can make him with the moveset of Rey Mysterio.
500 pounds, and he had the moves of Rey Mysterio.
And it looked as amazing as you think it would look. What about like we do why don't we do eBeg and Patreon, and then if you like dedicate it, you can be in the game. Like we'll just create the wrestler for you, dude. Do you know? Remember Cool? These people don't know what Cool is, but Cool was the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do Cool, but instead of that, like you just donate, and then we'll make an Andy Paps fucking guy, and then we'll make it. Oh, it's so stupid, but it's awesome. Yeah, so all I want to do is stupid, nerdy shit. Who's on board? Who's on board? It's not like we make. And here's the thing too. Like I'm always like, oh my god, we might lose subscribers. We make so little bit of money. Does it really matter?
It's true. I mean, I got 700. I got almost 800 views on one of my free matches that I posted, and I made $0.
You should watch Attack of the Titan. Yeah, I should. Name the show stupid nerdy shit. Yeah, it's not bad. But somewhere out there has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, they don't know the significance.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think you can say shit in the title of YouTube anymore. I don't know. There's like so many rules. I don't fucking know, man. YouTube, be cool, man. Well, the good thing is, like, we don't have to listen to the rules. I guess you still have to listen to the rules a little bit. But yeah, we'll make a Patreon. We'll make T-shirts. We're gonna turn this around, but we're gonna make it fucking nerdy as fuck. But there should be, if Jerry does his job, there'll be 5 news stories of combat sports today. If he doesn't do his job, me and James will make fun of him tomorrow on the next Somewhere Out There.
Next time on Somewhere Out There, we make fun of an Irish guy
because he always lets us down. There you go. And we get prostitutes and shit. But yeah, I'm gonna fucking maybe do this. What's your call? You on board? New podcast with Dave Koco, BRAWL USA. And where's Boom? Do you think Boom Boom's pissed at us? He didn't say goodbye. See, that's what I hate about not saying goodbye.
You don't know if they're angry.
Yeah, I don't know if they're angry or they're not angry.
I mean, we didn't do anything to make him angry.
I don't know. Boom Boom's sensitive. He might be like, fuck you guys.
We basically let him come into our show and take over.
Well, we didn't let him anything. He just came in.
And then you just started taking over. Yeah. Talking about the NWA. You think I wanted to talk about the NWA for that long? Jesus Christ.
Well, but I didn't want to talk about the NWA because just in case he really does do something, Jerry, there's like our podcast already on it. Oh, I found it. Let's see if I can get this. All right. Oh, yeah. Can I screen share this? Do I have porn up? No, I don't. Good. Like, I love how, like...
You had to make sure.
Well, not that, but, like... Oh, wait, hold on. No, I don't want to screen share that. I want to screen share this. Oh, I see. No, you're being stupid about it, ain't you? All right. Hold on. This is going to be stupid, but let's do it. All right. You see me? You see that? Oh, that's not fucking annoying. Stop.
Oh, my God. It's a conception.
Yeah, well, I just want to share... No, application window. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. That's the KocoSports fucking Bullet Club logo. Do you see it? Or do I have to present to everybody? Here, let's present to everybody. Okay. Did you see that last one? That was insane.
That was pretty bad. It was like Inception.
Yeah.
All right, so Dave, I'm going to end this podcast.
All right.
And it's play for you. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's see if I can do this. Again, deal with us people.
So yeah, we might sell that shirt, but we got to find out who the original artist was. They gave us permission to use it and shit. Then it's just stupid shit. How's everything, Dave? Koco? Not too bad. We're about to end the podcast nerd shit. Rick 1982, are you okay with us having a channel about everything? Like, we'll just still do wrestling, we'll still do sports, but we'll do video games, nerd shit. That's a good t-shirt. Thank you. Right. So yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, we're going to get sued, but it's worth it.
It's worth it. You ready?
But I don't think we'll be able to hear it. Let's see.
Hold on, I'm going to... All right, if you're quiet for a second, just be quiet.
All right, I'll be quiet.
Batman does not eat nachos.
It looked horrible, but it got the job done.
It looked horrible?
Well, yeah, because like it didn't match up or anything. It looked good on your end, but on my end it didn't. All right, well now we're gonna get sued. We played 3 seconds of Batman. There goes our ad revenue of 16 cents.
That should
sell more shirts.
That should be a segment. 3 seconds of Batman.
Fuck yeah! What is that noise? Now you got like a toot engine. Oh yeah. So
I'm not professional.
Yeah, I'll do it. I couldn't bust your balls because the other day on a podcast, my phone rang.
I know, I saw it. You just like started talking. You're like, "Hey, I'm podcasting." You actually answered it too.
Well, no, because I have a flip phone, so it like automatically answers. Like you can't ignore it. It's like,
all right, are we ending this?
Yeah, let's end it. Let's plug BrawlUSA.com, KocoSports.net, Operation Freak Show. I think that's it, brother.
Brawl Network. I just added a new event up, so there's 2 full events on there now, and we're gonna go do more. I think I'm gonna try to live stream the Logan Mania main event.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. So yeah, well, hopefully we can fucking unfuck our channel and be awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know. What are we gonna name it? Koco Crew?
I like that.
What about Internet Infantry?
I like Koco
That's kind
Crew.
of cool. Yeah, but yeah, maybe Koco Crew. I'll figure it out. Mikkel gets the last comment of the day. I love Batman Brave and Bold.
There you go.
Dude, protein diet makes you fart smell horrible. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. KocoSports.net, BrawlUSA.com. And with that, I am over.